Top of the morning. Salute, brothers. How y'all doing out there, man? Pray you're blessed and you're well. Everything is flowing and going the way you need it to flow and go. You know what I mean? Well, you know me. I'm used to being out here on this road and being alone and doing my loner shit, you know, and finding, exploring, and coming into new realizations. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tell you a little bit what I discovered. Hope the audio is back on point. If it ain't, it ain't. But this is the price that I pay for being out here in the sticks, right? Which I prefer. But Starlink will be a real thing really soon. See, Mama, even though she won shit as a woman, Mama was a drill sergeant, and the dude I thought was my pops was a Green Beret, right? So I was raised with all kinds of acronyms and terms, you know, sayings and shit. And them shit stuck to your ribs like, you know, oat, oatmeal or cream of wheat on a cold day with some toast and butter and shit. Motherfucking one in particular that I think is important was the term go for broke, right? Now, that term go for broke wasn't coined by my folks. Now it's an old ass term. And if you give me a second, I'll explain how it applies to me in my everyday life. So I would hear that term, go for broke, all the time, especially from Mom Dukes, because you know what I'm saying. The way she lived her life made me not want to ever gamble at all. If you give me $1 million and and you $1 million, and we go to Vegas, bro, I'm still leaving with $1 million. I'm not spending that shit because I come from a a background of folks that didn't mind gambling, wagering their tomorrows against the yesterdays. I ain't trying to gamble shit, nigga. I want to keep my shit. I like what the big homie said. He was like, yeah, he's risk adverse. Yeah, well, my nigga, me too. I won't take a shot unless I know it's even at the range. Like I won't take a shot unless I know it's like gonna be dead on, smack on, right? But going for broke did have an effect. Now, for certain things, you have to go for broke, right? And again, I'm speaking in a language of simplicity, but you already know. When you decide to go for broke, that means you're dumping your all into one final push, one final move. You've wagered everything on this. You've leveraged everything that could be leveraged on this, right? And be a successful or be us all, mopped up. It is what the fuck it is. There was an understanding that Men of yesteryear had. Men today, nah, not so much. Not so much. No, because we all gotta be dipped, glossed, and shiny out this motherfucker. Can't nobody be ashy. No, you better not be ashy. Before you hop your cell phone screening on camera, you better cocoa butt everything down. Yeah, you can't be ashy. Everything gotta be on fleek around this bitch. Especially if you're out here talking people in the world. You know, going for broke meant that if you gotta give your left sock to make a sticky grenade and you keep your right one, it is what the fuck it is. If your drawers gotta be the fuse for this Molotov, it is what it is. Gonna give up them drawers. Pause. Going for broke meant you leverage everything, every goddamn thing. And I did that, live that life, you know. Been there, done that, got the trophies and rewards for it, and also a good bit of the scars that come with it. Tell you a story, because unlike a lot of folks that be coming on here, I have an ego, but it doesn't dominate me. I dominate my ego just to make sure I'm keeping shit in perspective. About mm, 3, 4 years ago, your boy was up. I was up in a major way. I was out here doing deals and submitting proposals and job bids, and everything was clicking and ticking in the direction I needed it to, flowing how I needed it to. And then one day, bro, all the money just stopped, right? I've been working for myself for a good bit of time, but here's the kicker. I was working for myself during the times of plenty, not the lean times. I'd seen them before, but I was still half in, half out of the game, partially employed, but still working for myself, right? And when the money dried up, went from 6-figure bankrolling to I'm looking for some hoes. Yeah, yeah, that's what happened, bro. Bitch, you about to do OnlyFans. I'm gonna tell you, bitch, look, bitch. You done came through here, you done ate all this food, and you done showed your ass, and you done done all types of various acts with the homies and so on and so forth. Bitch, you about to be on. Yeah, that's you. That's you. Long story short, the build up from the financial collapse smacked the fuck out of me too. From being a high earner to, you know, having a scrimp, hand to mouth, took me right back to motherfucking childhood. When business is good, I tell you straight up, yeah, business good. But when it's dry, dog, it's dry to the motherfucker. I admit that too. hmm For the past couple, business been dry. Now, when I say business, because I'm a tradesman, uh, we may. different ideas as to what business may be. Can do a job for um, 8 racks, be done in a few days, and still not quite break even from all the past debt that was there. You did. Not because I mismanaged or mishandled or fucked the money up. Nah, nah, nah. It's a bunch of debt left over. Well, slowly but surely, as these Brazilians that do flooring, these no, Ruskies, yeah, use that word. That own the companies that supply all the materials as they get picked up and put out. The market's starting to lighten up. The competition is starting to lighten up. Ain't got to fight as hard. I'm implementing some things, some strategies like financing, so on and so forth, because that, these days it's a must. You have to have these things. Without financing, the jobs don't flow unless it's from a major corporation. See, I be mixing the residential with the commercial. You know what I mean? Mixing the residential and the commercial together. Well, you can survive out here until you get to the point where the big homie Mike Reed is at. When it's all commercial, bro, it's gonna be a fucking dogfight. But I can admit it, bro. Fucking around out here in this land of opportunity, plenty of business, out went broke, dog. Yeah, I went broke. Playing with out here playing with the big boys and the game. You know what I'm saying? Spent a lot of money advertising, marketing, uh, formulating strategies, different websites, so on and so forth. And you know me, whenever I lock onto something like a pit bull, I don't let go. Especially when I see the potential paper in it, pimping, I don't let go. Uh, for my truck drivers, for my bankers, shit down even to the fucking doctors and lawyers. We all went broke around this bitch. You know why? The market just was not gonna give you shit. That's what that last administration did, and had a good time doing it. Yeah, yeah. So now, much like everyone else, I was forced to diversify and start bringing on different clients that proved to be problematic. You know what I'm saying? I.e., them niggas ain't pay their bills type shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Didn't pay their bills. Made life hella difficult. Bringing on this one and that one, and this one and that one. And they're like, we paid net 30. They're like, well, we paid net 60. And nigga, it's the best they'll ever. And I'm like, bitch, that's still 30 to 60 days. That's a month to 2 months. Ain't you a motherfucking multi-million-dollar corporation? They're like, yeah. How you think we got rich? But not paying niggas, but getting work done and receiving funds. So that shit put me in the negative, dog. So what do I do? What do I do? I got workers dropping off left and right. I got people that were trusted confidants dropping off left and right. All singing my praises today, but cursing my name tomorrow. Cause that's how I be, dog. That's how I be when you out here and you in the market and you are moving and maneuvering and you're playing a game. As long as everybody getting paid, they love you, but they still hate you. But it's a love-hate thing, low-key hate, because they kind of want to be you. They mad at the fact you got that contract and they didn't. They really want you to hand that motherfucker over to them, and after you found it, sourced it, and not pay you a fucking dime for it. But then want you to source all the material and fix all the problems, you know, and just have you manage it all, and they run off and gallivant and play while the money flows in. Kind of like a bitch. Kind of like a bitch. It's a lot of bitch-minded niggas too. It really is. It's sad. It's sick, disgusting, dog. But I smooth got all that money and went in there. And King Kong, he got shit on me. Training day shit, pounding my chest, and like I can take care of this and I can take care of that. Give me this location. Give me that location. Blah 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 blah. And went broke. Went smooth, broke, dog, broke. Fuck me up. The pain of having 40K in material, money and material out there that you never get reimbursed for because it's cost plus, right? Only certain people can tell me how that made them, I hate the word, feel. Yeah, yeah. It don't feel too fucking good to watch an empire rise about the ocean like Atlantis, then crumble right in front of your fucking eye. It don't feel too goddamn good, bro. So let me tell you what I did. Instead of pissing a bitch and whining and complaining and screaming to the heavens and the gods, why, I went to work. I put them tools back on, right? Yeah. I started sourcing other leads from other places and taking on clients that I knew wasn't shit, but still, it's gonna keep these lights on around this motherfucker. It's gonna keep this boat afloat, you know. It's gonna keep a poor man fed. Good being a rich man, then going, well, how can I put it? From being a poor man to a rich man, then back to a poor man. Well, yeah, life of a nigga around this bitch. Sometimes one job could be 20, 30, 40, 50,000. Easy, easy. Take it 3, 4, 5 days. Easy. By the time you pay your labor, materials, so on and so forth, you can spend a few $1,000s. You know, you go ahead, keep the rest, and pocket that shit and go about your business. Then sometimes, most oftentimes, you're only keeping about 20 to 30% if you're lucky. Most times it's about 10%. And the more people you have, the bigger jobs you have to have, and the more frequent them jobs have to come in. If not, USOL, straight shit out of luck, you know. But that's part of the game, not just the game of entrepreneurship, but the game of life. Because when you gotta write them checks and make sure everybody get paid, and you gotta pay everyone out, and you take the smaller portion because you paying the insurance, you paying for the gas, you paying for it all, Everybody looking at you like you the big dog with the biggest piece of, with the biggest bone around here, but they don't understand that bone been gnawed on. You done fed everybody else off that bone. God damn it. They mad at what they perceive to be their meager scraps. She was like, hold up, hoe ass nigga. I wish I had what the fuck I gave you. But thanks to the policies of the previous administration, yeah, bro, smooth and broke out this bitch. But what I didn't do was stop. You feel me? I didn't shut down. Had the contract, some shit out, nigga. More than a few times. I had to drive some DoorDash new, but fuck it. Cause I'm a hustler. I don't stop. Reality. I know where I come from. I know where I come from, bro. I mentioned it more than a few fucking times. I'm still that little ghetto boy that was flipping on that pissy mattress. I know where I come from. I like what E.T. said. I still eat chips off the ground. Yeah, I ain't doing that part though. Nah, they ain't scared of that. But because I know where I come from, I'm always steady, geared up in go mode. See, most motherfuckers won't tell you when they doing bad because they like to keep up appearances. Fuck an appearance. I'm telling you what it is. Whether it's my hard times, fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, fuck yes. Taking jobs for 2 to 3 times less than what the fucking normal going rate was. Yep, did that. Kept the lights on. Kept business flowing. Operations cost. Gasoline, my G. To move on to the next project. Then turned around and watched the proceeds from that project get burned up on, you know, past due. Been there, done that. Run the motherfucking gauntlet, dog. But if you ask me would I change anything, fuck no. Why? Ain't nothing like being forged in that 5. No. Uh-uh. You come out diamond hard, and, you know, you come out much more resilient than you were before. That's the reason why it's hard for me to listen to a bitch or whore, a nigga or cracker, anybody say anything to me. It's like, I hate you, but nah, not really. You ain't been through what I've been through. You ain't had to lay everything down on the altar, and sacrifice what the fuck you have today for what the fuck you will receive tomorrow. As many times as I've had to do it, you know what I mean? Because I've had to do it a lot, a lot. Like out of 365, 360, a lot. And then rinse and repeat that process the following year and the year after that. You know what I mean? All to get to where the fuck I'm at now. See, now I got a different interpretation of the game overall as how it's played and how it goes. That's the reason why I drop a list every so often of contact information. As I get it, I disseminate it. These are the corporations that are actually playing the game correctly. You ain't gotta fight them for your money. You ain't gotta fight them for payments. You invoice that hoe, you getting yours right then and right there. I walk through the fire and douse that shit the way you ain't gotta get burned type shit if you're interested. But I'm not gonna lie to you and be like, oh, this shit easy to motherfucker. Fuck no. Fuck no. I've had conversations with men that make way more than me. And they like, Nigga, I need $20. I'm like, shit, me too. But here, man, I got you. Ain't nothing like them conversations. I'm waiting on this check to clear. Nigga, me too. And most times it does. Sometimes it doesn't. It's a hell of a thing, man. I like what my brother Mr. O say, your square job. Well, you gotta have that square job, that square position. You know, you can still do your own thing on the side. You know, they call it moonlighting, like it's so bad. Nah, fuck all that. Get as much bread as you can from all the places you can legally. You know, learn you a trade on the side. Learn learn how to fucking trade crypto. Set that whole automatic where it's just trading calls and puts constantly, dog. Get as much bread as you can, as much capital as you can to invest into yourself and into your life, man. That way it puts you in the best position possible. You know, but I'm about to go out and I'm about to go off on a whole nother rant. At the end of the day, I keep it all the way funky with you. Yo, bro, yo, cuz, yo, nephew. Get out here playing the game of entrepreneur life and fucked around went broke. And my nigga, I know a lot of shit. I know a lot of shit. And at this juncture, I could build you a house or I could build you a fucking rocket ship. Real talk. You want the shell or you want the internal wiring? Internal wiring, that's gonna take me a few more years to learn. Let me go ahead. You want a house or you want a shed? You got 100 amp service coming in, you need 200, well, that's gonna be a permit, you gotta contact the permit, You want an addition? Bitch, I don't do additions. I don't do additions. They don't pay enough. Too much money permitting. Nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Want to remodel? I can do that. Boom, done. Click. 15, 20,000 later, but still be in the fucking hole. It's amazing. Yeah. Here's what I learned. Resilience. See, I got a partner of mine. I never say his name, but I got a partner of mine. Was used to handling not just hundreds of thousands, but millions of dollars, right? Per year. Get what? Get what happened? Well, my G, they went broke too, which made me re-examine my whole shit and was like, damn, if you went broke and I went broke, knowing how hard I hustle out this motherfucker, knowing how I move out this motherfucker, knowing I can sell you a warranty or sell you a policy or AC system around this bitch, hook you up with the right realtor to get you straight around this motherfucker, do some tax deeds and tax liens around this motherfucker, and I went broke. And you was you used to handling multi-million dollars and you went broke. This economy's gotta be shit. It's gotta be. I know it's my own anecdotal experience. But then I started taking a look around at everybody else. What happened to Sears, my nigga? Sears. No longer a thing. No one sees them anymore. I can tell you what happened. They said, fuck this shit, shut down all them brick and mortar stores, and then they became the supply chain for all the warranty and insurance companies. They're like Amazon for them. Whatever part you need, nigga, they got it. They have an online presence, just not for you. Yeah. Mhm. They jumped out the game early. Nope. We see the way this shit is going. We gone. Hmm. You ain't got their phone number, but the warranty and insurance companies do. That old song, know 'em when to hold 'em and know 'em when to fold 'em. Well, I'm hard headed. Yeah, I'm hard headed, bro. I'm hard headed. Fight to the last man standing. I'm hard headed, dog. So I still need a little bit of coercion to get the fuck out the way. Ah, nigga, nah. You don't need this battle. You don't need this battle. You don't need this battle. But I kind of want it. But you don't need it. But I still kind of want it. Well, long story short, this was a fight I didn't motherfucking win at first. In the end, well, guess what your boy did? Linked up with some good companies. See, the trick to it is the real trick to success in business is not how much money you make, but how much you keep, right? And then reinvesting that bread right back into your business to build it, build from to build a firm foundation, dog. Firm. A house can't stand on a foundation of sand. Nah, no, it can't. Well, I got well, about 25 to 30 real solid Jones, and they keep me busy going, roaming around this motherfucker. That's why my signal be all fucking shitty and shoddy and choppy and shit. Cause I be out there in the boondocks. Cause I'm not afraid of the boondocks. I like the boondocks, pimp. I'm away from all the bullshit. Then the other ones had me in the city, right in the heart of the mix of everything. You know, some only operate in that state. Others are nationwide, crossing state lines to go make some bread and make shit happen. That's why I be posting videos. I be on the move like a motherfucker. My business solves problems that other businesses have. And because of that, I can't say I can write my own ticket, but I can damn sure charge a whole lot more than average. But all that's been just to get the fuck about the hole. You dig? From the past 2 to 4 years of uh, this administration that previous administration that just passed, because they fucked every business owner over. Everybody who owns a business knows it when you wrote their check for them taxes. Oh yeah, nigga, it's all my profit gone. Yep, sure is. But going broke doesn't mean you're broke in. You know what it means? You out here, you were playing the game. It's just like a hot hand at Vegas. Yeah, you can win. That ain't always gonna be the case though. I've been rambling. I'm okay. Let me go ahead and sum this shit up. At the end of the day, here's what I learned. It forced me to find other routes, other options, sort through all the undesirable companies and find the right ones. So everyone I post on that list, they might have some shit with them, but it's still one of the best that's out here. It's like finding a bitch that she ain't a virgin, but she wasn't a complete fucking whore. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's something. It's better than average, bro. It's better than average because the way business goes, a lot of companies, that's how they operate. That's how they operate. Some are really good. Others, not something. Kind of, sort of. You half in, half out, lukewarm motherfucker. But I can deal with you. You know, straight up. But outside of that, you brothers be easy. Y'all be blessed. And what you perceive to be a failure in that moment may just be, hear me out, hear me out, may just be the setup for your success in the future. Because everything that glimmers right then in that moment that seems like it's gold might just be some shiny bullshit, my nigga. I don't watch my dog drop a deuce and that motherfucker, the light hit it just right. It's shiny. Wow. Yeah. Anywho, you bros be easy. Be safe. Be blessed, man. And success, it comes and it goes. You win, you lose. Such is life, bro. Such is life. You can't win all the time. Dog. The game is not rigged that way. You can win some of the time. You can win a lot of the time, but not every time. A lesson I had to learn. And you know me. I'm arrogant, my nigga. I'm arrogant. You can't tell me I can't have something. I'm gonna go after that shit hard. Fuck that. Who can't have a Maserati, nigga? I don't even want one, but because you said it, fuck it. You did. Anywho, be safe, be blessed, be at peace, y'all. Keep getting your money in. For those y'all that are bold enough to explore this wide realm of entrepreneurship, it's a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, when all the when all the bidding is done, you can lay down and actually rest because you know you did something. You can see the fruits of your labor. You know, my hands created this. My mind conceived it, and my hands created it. You dig? Don't nothing feel well for me personally. Don't nothing feel better than that, dog. And Irvin, my bad, homie. I've been out the way, fam. I've been out the way. I'm practicing what I preach. Stay the fuck out the way, bro. Cause there's some shit coming down the pipe, and I'm not getting caught up in it. Fuck all that. And the shit I do is very profitable because it's profitable. Well, some people may see that as opportunity. So I just quietly, politely step off, bro. That's how I choose to carry shit. Here's what it is. Signal. Step on off and go and get out the way. Let everyone else jostle and tussle over, the scraps. I'm going over here. Fuck that. But peace, y'all. We out.